Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today we are going to take a look at some poster cars. These are pretty cool actually. I've got them in the past. They've come out in two waves previous to this. These two here on the right are actually from the first wave. I just did not get them until now. But we've got some from the most brand new wave here, right in front of you. So three new castings essentially, but they all would have came in two colors. So there's 6 new cars. I only got the 2 colors of the Codalunga, whatever it is, Pagani Huayra Codalunga. I got the 2 colors available of that, but I only got one each of these 2 different Bugattis, the Mistral or whatever, Mistral and the Divo. So, and then I got these are from Series 1. So, of course, you could have got these in one of 2 colors. I think the Pagani Zonda F was available in blue, and I believe the McLaren P1 was also available in yellow. Let's actually start with the McLaren P1, and they've got a bunch of others. So, like I said, and they're numbered too. I don't know what the highest number is. The highest number I've got here is 23, but that makes me think, I think that there was 24 total. There's 24 total cars to collect in total, and I almost want to go back and get the colors that I don't have, because these are pretty nice for the price, and I would think that would carry on to the latest ones, but we will check it out. So, poster cars, kind of generic packaging, right? Generic-ish. They are officially licensed products, so that's really cool. They are made by, who were they made by? Kin Toys. So Kin Toys you may be somewhat familiar with, because they are, Kin Toys makes pullbacks, I believe, too, in like 1/43rd scale that you can get at like Walgreens here in the US and all that. My camera wasn't focusing for a minute, that's why I had to cut it. But yeah, we're good. So, made in China. These are very inexpensive for what you get, in my opinion. So they're not very expensive, and they are fairly good quality. So you get a car that is screwed to a base with the name of the car there, as you can see. This is a McLaren P1 in Lantana purple, and Hypercar League collection. I've only seen Hypercar League collections. They haven't had anything that was not in the Hypercar League. So, paint quality looks pretty decent. I mean, this particular one does feel like it's got a little bit of orange peel in it, but it is a metallic paint job. Let's go ahead and unscrew it from the base. There is a screw, one screw holding it in. Comes out nice and easy. Pretty standard kind of style packaging. And then here is your car. It does roll, which is pretty neat. Need to adjust exposure. I'm having all sorts of problems here, so I apologize about that. Like, my exposure is just too hot for these hypercars. Let me go ahead and bring her down a little bit here. How do we do that? Let's do this. Did that bring it down a little bit? No, it's still blown out. I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, that's because I'm a dum-dum. Okay, fix that. Sorry about all that. Had a complete brain fart here. I think we got her now. So anyway, yeah, there's brakes. You see brakes there? That's good. You see the calipers and all that stuff. These things roll. They do have a plastic base, so they do feel a little cheap just because of the plastic base. They're not very heavy, but that doesn't bother me any. And then they have a metal body. And lots of good detail. Lots of good detail. Hopefully you enjoy that camera fail. I'm leaving that in. So now I'm actually on exposure, so we can kind of adjust things a little bit and not be dumb about it. All right. So purple. It's the, well, Lantana purple. McLaren P1. So this is pretty neat, but you know, you may have already seen these before. Like I said, these came out maybe about a year or 2 ago now. These poster cars. I've got an example, I believe, of every tooling now, but I don't have both colors of each tooling. Here is the Zonda. So again, this one came out a while ago. This was in the first set. So it's car number 2. So I think number 1 would have been the blue version of this. I believe it's blue. Should we fail on opening packaging as well? Maybe. All right. Hypercar League Collection. Zonda F. I love the Pagani Zonda. It's one of my favorite hypercars, I guess, of all time, is the Pagani Zonda. I just think it's such a cool looking car. And again, same sort of base thing going on here. Go ahead and unscrew it real quick. And then set the thing down, set this down. And again, it rolls. I didn't get this Zonda right away because I didn't know if I needed another version of it. I mean, Mini GT makes the Zonda. Nice version of it. I think I might have a nice version of it from Tarmac Works as well. So it wasn't something I was dying to get, but I love the Zonda. I guess since it's one of my favorite hypercars of all time, or supercars, hypercars, whatever, what have you, only fitting that I at least get one example of it from them. And this red color one is pretty nice. The blue one I did not get, but maybe I will go back and pick it up just to complete the collection. I feel like I want a complete poster cars collection, only because it's not that hard to get. There's only 24 cars, right, I think. So being that there's only 24 pieces to get to have a complete collection, it might be worth it just to get it. And I don't know how many more waves are going to come out. They don't come out that fast, so we've only seen 3 so far in like 2 years. I think is about right. But yeah, this is really nice. I mean, it's got the carbon fiber stuff going on there. Kind of an inserted detail for a headlight. I mean, they're painted inserts, so it's not like a full insert. And then the back, they're painted. Plastic base. You know, it's got the side mirrors. But, you know, it does roll, so if you're a stickler for that. They do have the brake discs in there. You know, plastic base. They're screwed together, so if you have an issue with one, you could take it apart and kind of fix it, possibly. But quite nice, and then obviously well proportioned, and they make a good example of the car. Hard plastic mirrors. You do have to be careful with the mirrors on all these cars. All right, next we'll look at this one, number 23. This is the Bugatti Mistral, and yes, these are Bugatti licensed. All their cars are licensed. So Kin Smart, is it Kin Smart? This says Kin Toy. I think they make the Kin Smart pullbacks, and they must have a lot of licensing because they do a lot of cars in that pullback style. I was hoping that these would show up. I guess some people have reported these showing up at like a CVS pharmacy or something. That would be super cool if I could just go down to the local, you know, store on the corner and pick these things up. So this one's in Blanc white. And it is essentially what is this? Like a topless Divo almost is what this is. Unscrew it from the base quick. And check that out. The other cool thing is these are 1/64 scale. Like they're very much 1/64 scale. They're not like, say they're 1/64 scale and then they're really not. These are actually 1/64 scale. Funny thing about Bugatti is, like, Bugatti, you didn't see many die-cast Bugattis for a while. Now it seems like a lot of licenses are given out for Bugatti. Barely a logo there, but it's there. You can get a hint of the interior detail on this one, which is kind of neat. And again, this one rolls super smooth. Nice details. You know, it's not got a plastic insert right there, like a transparent insert. You know, if Mini GT were to do this, that would be a transparent insert. It wouldn't be painted. Same thing with the headlights. They would probably look a little different too. But the price, I mean, these are, if you play your cards right, I mean, you can get these very, very cheaply. Some of the older ones you can get for like $6 a car. Okay, that's like Hot Wheels premium price. These newer ones I think are a little bit more expensive right now, but they're not like limited, I don't think, or anything. So once the newness dies down and more sellers carry them, I bet you're going to be able to get them cheaper. I mean, they're pretty cool though. That's pretty nice, I think. I'm going to set this one, no, whatever. I'm going to set it over back by its base so I don't lose track of what's going on. All right. And then lastly, for Bugatti, we've got the Divo, and I picked the one in yellow. I'm trying to remember what the other color was. The Mistral, I don't know. I don't remember what the other color was. I think I'm going to buy it, though. I think I'm going to complete this collection. I feel like I should. It's not going to be very hard to do and not terribly expensive to do. So maybe I will just complete it. Kind of neat. Kind of an unknown brand, right? So kind of fun to collect them. I mean, they're nothing crazy or special. They're just really good, accurate replicas of Bugattis and stuff. This one in Wani Soufre. It's yellow, is what it is. Bright yellow. This one's got an inserted headlight there. That's a transparent piece. Decent look there for the back. Again, we have brakes in there, calipers. Ooh, wants to roll. What did I just pick up? Some random piece of plastic. All right, so it does roll, and it rolls really well. Lightweight, appears to have a very detailed interior. And appears to be quite nice, I must say. So, you guys got any arguments against these? I don't think so. Other than maybe their car choice might be boring for you. I know that hypercars really aren't for everyone. I mean, not everybody's like gets excited about good replicas of these cars, these types of cars. And I will admit, like, they're not the most exciting thing for me, but I think that these are pretty nice. And again, very nice for the price. What really attracted me to the brand originally when they put out the new Countach, when I saw that they had that out, I had to get one. And it would be cool to see some more cars from them, because different types of cars, because they obviously they make these things pretty well. They're a good replica, and you know, they roll. They're nice. Again, nice for the price. They don't feel, they like have little parts and stuff, but they don't feel super fragile. The mirrors on this car are actually metal. They're cast into the actual casting. So, pretty cool. All right. And then, what would be the star of the show for me? I really wanted to get a version of this car, the Codalunga. There's another diecast brand that makes this car in 164. I forget who it was. I think it might be CM's, maybe. I think it was CM Miniatures or whatever makes it. And I wanted to get it, and I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. Because I wanted to get it in a certain color. I think it was this blue color is what I wanted to get it in. And every time I look, they're like out of that color, and they only have it in a different color that I didn't really want. So that was my issue with not purchasing the CMs, otherwise I'd really want it. But we'll check this out. So it's a Huayra Codalunga, which is like a special version of the Huayra. So these are both the same tooling, obviously. So we'll kind of unbox them at the same time. The acrylic cases for these feel pretty nice too, by the way. They do make carded versions of these too that have them in the acrylic case in like a blister card. So for those of you that have to have some sort of carded thing because you don't like opening your cars, there are some options available for those. And I don't know if the new ones come like that yet, but there were options for the older ones. We get a little flaw right there on the side. Is that going to scrape off? Maybe, maybe not. But let's check out the Codalunga. Some people think that this is ugly. I think you're nuts. I think it's a beautiful looking car. I actually quite like it. It's kind of got like, I want to say almost like a steampunk vibe to it. Especially like that, just the way that looks back there. It looks almost like retro, steampunkish. But I enjoy it quite a bit. This one has the rubberized mirrors, akin to a Mini GT. But again, plastic base. You get the brakes in there. Pretty cool. Wheels look neat. I don't know. I think this is very cool. Let's check out this one in blue. This is the color I think I wanted from that other brand, but wasn't able to get. Yeah, it's just painted headlights, you know. You can see there's a little wonky eye there. You got Steve Buscemi going on in the headlights. So not perfect by any means. Faces in places, man. This thing does have a face, doesn't it? A fish face, almost. Kind of fun. But I like this car. I think it's cool. I do want to get the CM's model because I know it's going to be a bit more premium. But yeah, from a look standpoint, I mean, they didn't do a bad job. It's pretty good. And like I said, nice for the price for sure. So that's going to be it. What do you guys think about this brand? You like it? You think it's cool? Do you think it's junk? You're like, no, I wouldn't get it. Nicest car here, honestly, might be one of these Bugattis, actually. This one looks really nice. Quality-wise, I'm just saying it's not like the perfect car for me or anything like that. These Bugattis look really, really good. They look a little bit higher quality just in the design and the way that they're put together. The this Pagani looks really good. The Zonda looks really good, though, too. And so does this P1, actually. It just has a little bit of a orange peel look to the paint job. The paint job's not as smooth as you'd like it to be. But again, very nice for the price. I like these. I'd recommend them. I picked them up off of eBay, so that's where you can find them. I'm sure there's going to be some other hobby dealers. There'll be a lot more places having them, you know, as time goes on. So check those out. Check these out. Tell me what you think. And thank you very much for watching. Oh, these will be in the. This will be in the premium / import diecast playlist, which I'm throwing tons of stuff in that playlist. I maybe should split that out a little bit. But in that playlist where you get premium models like this that aren't just like, you know, Hot Wheel toys kind of things, you know, whatever. So check that playlist out if you like content like this, including obscure brands like this. You might enjoy it. So check that out. Of course, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, good stuff. And thank you very much for watching. Have yourself a good day.